Good sunny afternoon. We're supposed to be getting cooler temps coming up. Not today, unfortunately, but here in the next couple of days. Actually, I think it's on the 10th, so it's a little bit away. In the last video, we installed the metal cabinet that houses the solar and the water pump that comes from the rainwater tank. Also, it's well water when we don't get enough rain. But this is all completely hooked up. The only thing we have to hook up is the external stuff, like the drip system, as it was supposed to cut on today. So I need to get that done. And also get the, look at this mess. Oh, the hose reel hooked back up, so I can just water things. And I want the hose reel to go right here, I think. We'll see. Just got to make sure that this hose will reach. That looks kind of short. Possible it won't. I left the system on during the night to see if there was any leaks and no signs of any water pooling on the ground, so we're good. First things first, see if I can get this on here and if we still have enough room or if I have to move this faucet. I think we'll have enough room because this does pivot. I think that will work. But I still have this controller that I have to put on, which is simple. Just screws on to one of these. Should actually have that on already. So the drip system could have cut on this morning. The other controller for this garden was already connected, so this side got watered. It's just my veggie garden didn't. We have to change a few things. This right here, the hose isn't long enough, not to mention once we get to the back of this cabinet, there's 2 posts here and you can't get around them. So what we're going to do is tee in right here and install a faucet on this board. That way this can just be plugged right into the faucet. Then we won't have to worry about this going around the cabinet. Because we could drill some holes, but it's going to be much harder to do that than to tee in and install a faucet. The outdoor shower and the drip system can stay on this faucet, and we won't have to run anything out. We changed out a faucet earlier this season, so we do have this faucet here, and Jeff can just add a 1/4-inch plywood to that. We can cut a piece out. That way we can still get to this because unfortunately, if this is too thick here for that, so it would have to be inset. It would just be easier to put the plywood and cut a square hole or a bigger circular hole. Everything was working good, then I realized the faucet here is leaking. We might be able to fix it. I realized this screws off here, and this is what's leaking. Yeah, there's a rubber gasket there, but I wonder if we can put tape here, some plumbing tape, and see if that will fix it. There's no tape at all. Okay, I've got tape on. I hope this works, because I really don't want to have to run to the store. Did I put that on backwards? Okay, I've got the tape on there. Hope that helps. And I'm going to tighten it down with the wrench. Okay, let's cut the water on and see. Oop. Well, we know the faucet works. Oh, my glasses. Okay. Oh, no more leaks. Okay. Faucet works. That works. And no leaks. Next, we'll be putting up the hose reel. It has 4 big lag bolts. I think we're only going to use 2 because there's a 2x4 at the top part, but on the bottom part there's the thinner board, so we'll probably use regular bolt and nuts. Okay, we're good. We have the hose reel in and the shelves are placed into the cabinet. I think we're going to do the chainsaws up high and then the batteries here. And this will keep us organized. I haven't decided what we're going to put in this narrow shelf, but this area needed so much room. That's why they had to get a little shallow. But we can find something to go in there. Chainsaw 1, ooh, which needs to be cleaned. All right, let's see if it fits. Oh, I don't think that's gonna be good. No, so it can't go, well, it does fit on this shelf. Maybe we'll just do it on this shelf. And the batteries can go here on the narrow shelf, because they don't need much room. I'm gonna grab the smaller chainsaw. This one's newer, so it's not as dirty as the other one. I need to clean that though. We already know this fits here. Oh, why has this one got to be bigger? Stupid guard. Okay, it took some wiggling, but we got it in. Put those back there. Okay, that fits better. We have a line coming from the deck, and this is it right here, but unfortunately it had risen up. Jeff had buried it at first, so I redug it out. Hopefully it's deep enough. I did put some stakes in so it wouldn't lift because I think it's kind of crooked there at that joint. Then it's going to go into here and then go to plug into this system there. I'm just going to rebury it. Hopefully those stakes, like I said, will keep it from rising back up. That looks better already. It's not a water line, it's just electric, so that the rodents don't try to chew on the wires, because they've already done it once and we had to fix the wire. Finished digging the pipe in, so this part just has to be covered, and then we can go in from this hole. At least we know where it needs to be drilled at. All right, start burying this. Okay, that's much better. And the hole is done. Okay, it's run through the entrance hole, through here, and the plug's gonna be right over here. This is where we're gonna put the battery chargers as well. Duct tape. I'm gonna show you a trick. Okay, you know how this can be annoying to figure out where the holes are? If you just take some tape, this is how I actually did the lights on my garden fence. You just rip a piece of tape. the length of where the holes are. Put it on the back. Then you can see where your holes need to be. Mark them with a marker. Then transfer this to the wall. Where's the marker? There it is. Right here and right here. Now you know where they need to be on your wall. Just take this tape, put it on the wall, and there's your holes. Just gonna start getting the batteries and we'll work on organizing those into the cabinet. All right, first one's in, just a couple more to go. Got all the chargers in place and organized. Makes it for easier charging for the batteries. It looks like it's turning more into an electric shed than a garden shed, but that'll change once I get the potting station up and then a few of the tools here and here, put some shelves in. I think it'll look nice. And I think I'm gonna also get some jars, some really cool vintage jars to put seeds in. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, this was just important because we always use the power tool, so we needed a charging station that was organized and didn't look haphazard and messy. And I think this is a much better system. At least we know where everything goes. And this is done here. And since this will be closed for most of the time, we also have a switch here, and that'll turn off the inverter. And we don't have to worry about that. And just a side note, someone had asked about ventilation for the battery. Only lead acid require that. If it's lithium, it does not off-gas, so it does not require any kind of ventilation. The only thing, if it's really hot, I can open up the cabinet so that the battery doesn't get too hot. It's not hot in here, and we have this breezeway here, so I think everything will be fine. And so far, things are coming together nicely. I'm liking how it's turning out. It's really cool. I'll definitely wait till the end on covering the holes and insulating the corners. Also putting insulation there and in here, because I just want to make sure everything is working properly before I start to do that. Looks like we have some fluffy clouds heading our way. It would be nice if they would cover the sun or possibly rain. Slowly but surely, we're starting to get things put back, and that is not going to be put back. That's all junk. I have to put the pallets with the other pallets, and some of it's going to get burnt. And here, not everything will be coming back into the garden shed, especially things like the automatic fertilizers. They don't have to stay in the garden shed. I have to do a bit more organizing in here, and I'll make a shelf just for gardening. I think I already have one back there in the back by the paint. I want to replace the 4-way that goes on here with a 2-way because only the shower and the drip system go on here, so I don't need multiple ports. Now that the main systems are back in, it's all about decorating, getting the shelves in and then little knickknacks and also smaller garden tools that I can hang up. I think I will hang up some of the larger ones here, like maybe the blower there. The auger, I'm not sure. I feel like it will just take up too much room in here, so I might make a space for that in the shipping container. That's where it's stored in the winter anyways. So yeah, I just have to go through some of this mess. This is mainly plumbing, and I do have a sector in the shipping container specifically for that. Still have this pile of mess. Mostly have gotten rid of this. Jeff's been slowly working at this. Look at the sunset. That's beautiful. It was prettier than that, but I just missed it. Anyways, we've been working on this. Jeff's been getting all this wood out of here, and got one piece left, so that's good. I still have to work on this little pile here, which will be going to the shipping container. I've already got most of this. Just have a few pieces left. So it's after dinner, taking the dogs out for their last pee-pee. Winter, stay close. Come on, Mumu. Don't lag behind. Someone had asked if I can see the Milky Way, and yes, we're pretty dark here. It doesn't show up on camera, But yeah, depending on the night, we can definitely see the Milky Way. I just wanted to show you that we got everything cleaned up. I got my plants moved over here that I'm going to plant tomorrow. And no more mess. Looks so good. Oh, I do have to put that pipe up with the rest of the plumbing. That was the last thing. But in here, it is clean. We put the auger bits in here for now, but they won't stay there because this is where my potting shed's going to go. And I did put the blower here. I don't know if I'm going to leave it here. I was going to hang it here where this weeder is. But we'll see. It might just go into the shipping container because that's where I like the power tools. Especially when we're leaving, I don't have to put anything away. It's already in there. I left the auger out since I'm going to plant plants tomorrow. No point in having to dig it back out and some other supplies. This is not where those are going to stay, though. I want it to stay pretty clean in here. And yeah, so we got it all put away. Oh yeah, and the mess out here. Everything is put up, so nothing else on the ground. Hopefully we have a good day tomorrow and it's not too hot because I do want to get some things done. I have to replace drip systems and also plant plants like I showed you and move some plants. I've been checking on the system periodically to make sure I don't hear the pump going off. That's a clear sign that there's a leak, or if I see any wet spots, which I just noticed. What is this coming from? Oh, darn it. Doesn't seem like a bad leak, but I'm going to go ahead and turn off the... Oh, my light cut off. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to cut this off. That way, no more water wastage. Yeah, I'll have to fix this tomorrow. Darn it. It seems like it's this fitting back here. Hold on a second. Let me wipe my hands off. It's not what we fixed here. At least I don't think. I might just go to town tomorrow and get a new faucet. That would probably be the easiest fix. And one that connects directly into PEX, so we don't have to put a fitting back there. Well, we'll have to address that tomorrow. Well, I'm so excited to get these plants in the ground. When we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us. And the puppies say goodbye or good night. Happy gardening. Oh, one quick note before we leave. I do want to run the line over here and put in a garden hose, but that'll be the next video because it's annoying to have to run the hose from either there or the garden shed. It's just kind of far away, so I'm going to put something closer. Good night.